Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're feeling well today.
Good afternoon, Mark.
Good afternoon. Right, today we are going to carry on with our chat about Jilin province. Now, like I always ask you, what have we learned about Jilin province?
We have learned about the agriculture, corn, and the agriculture in Jilin, and the industry, cars, subways, and trains.
Okay, yes, we have. We've talked about agriculture, we've talked about transportation industries. Now, today we are going to look at some history of Jilin province. And today we're going to start with our very own city, Changshan. Now, Changshan is a big city, okay? It's not as big as others, but it is very famous in China because Changshan holds a museum, okay? It sounds not very a museum, but this museum is one of the three major sites in China. You have one in Beijing, you have one in Shenyang, and you have the Manchuko Palace in Changshan. As you can see, we have a nice picture of it there. This is the palace. Now, this palace is very famous, okay? Because it's one of the three major palaces within China. The Shenyang Imperial Palace was the imperial palace of the early Qing dynasty, okay? And the Manchuko Palace in Changshan. Now, China has many dynasties, yes?
Yeah?
So there should be lots of palaces, yes?
Basically, like the Asian ones, is more like in the middle part of China. Maybe Shanxi or Henan, or, in the middle part of China.
Now, today we are going to focus on the Manchuko Palace in Changshan because it is the last imperial palace of the last emperor of China. So it holds a very deep place in history as the last palace to be lived in by the emperor of China. Now, this would make it a national treasure, yes?
Yeah.
Yes? Now, with places like this, we give them grades, okay? Grades, like 5 stars. Yeah? Now, we have this system, 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star. Now, if a place like this, for example, has 5 stars, it means it's very good. Yes? If a place has 3 stars, it's still good, yes?
Yeah.
If it had 1 star, would it be good?
It's still good, but maybe not as good as like 5 stars or 3 stars.
Yeah, it's very true because each place has a different star rating. Therefore, it has different things to offer you. This is a palace. So it has a lot of history, a lot of rooms, and a lot of events have happened in this building. And other places may have a 1-star rating. For example, it could be a park. But a park is just somewhere to enjoy the scenery, the fresh air, and walk and enjoy your time. So different places have different ratings. So we have high places and low places. But to be honest, it doesn't matter about the rating. It's all about if you want to go and what you're interested in. Okay? Now, according to the culture and tourism of the People's Republic of China, now, this is one of over 3,185 A-star scenic spots in China. So it's very high on the list, okay? Now, as you can see, this is in Changshan, the Manchuko Palace. Now, Later on, it became the last home of the Emperor of China, and then it changed its name. It then became the Puppet Museum, okay? So here we go. We have the National 5A, yeah? And then we have other levels all the way down to 1. And like I said, there's 3,185 A scenic spots in China, okay? Now, moving on. We have the Guangfu North Road, Changshan District, Jilin Province, Changshan City, okay? Covering a total area of 250,500 square meters. Okay, that is a big area. Now, within this place, over 137,000 square meters are buildings. So what's left? We know it's a big place. Now, this is now known as the Puppet Manchuco Imperial Palace. Now, the Puppet Manchu Palace was the official site of the Salt Bureau of Jilin and Heilongjiang Province. Okay? In February 2001, Jilin Province Puppet Palace Museum was renamed Puppet Manchuko Palace Museum. So it's gone from the last palace of the Emperor of China, it's now rechanged its name to the Puppet Manchuko Palace Museum. Now, let's have a little look at this. It's a nice room, wouldn't you say? Now, this is the Tonga Hall, okay? So what do you think happened in there? What do you think happened in there?
Meeting, maybe?
Meetings, yes. Let's have a look. Now, Tonga Hall is the original display of palace ruins, okay? The Tonga Hall was built in the 20th year of the Republic of China. And its size is 5,758 square meters. Now, according to records we have, and photos and historical documents, the appearance of the Tonga Hall was restored back to its natural features. So what this picture shows is what this room looked like many years ago, okay? So what they've done is they've taken photos, drawings, documents, and they've remade this room to look exactly the way it did back then. So imagine if we could walk into a time machine. We're in the year 2022, then suddenly we can go back to 1938, and that would be the room we would see and be in today and back then. Now, to restore that room would have taken a lot of time, but it's done. It looks very beautiful, yes? Yeah. Nice decorations, and this is what was there back then. Here we go. Now, this is a picture of the room itself, okay? Now, as you can see, the room was used for meetings, okay? This is a typical picture of a meeting of people and what used to go on back here. Now, the museum was built in the eastern area, the former site of the Puppet Manchuko Palace, covers over 26,000 square meters, okay, with a construction area of 8,000 meters. Now, with a total of 4 floors, 4 floors, it was quite big, very high, and 1 floor underground, with 3 floors above ground. Now, the top floor is the Exchange Exhibition Hall. Okay? Now, as you can see, the exhibition space is about 1,200 square meters. The museum was launched more than 10 special commemorate anniversary of the September 18 incident. Okay, so lots of things have happened there. So what else would it cover? What else would you expect to be shown here? Any ideas? What else would they show in the exhibition? Remember, this is a #1 palace in China.
Maybe some items from the past?
Yeah, historical artifacts. Maybe former presidents of China have been there. Maybe. Special delegations, visitors have been to this place. Yes. Like we said, relics. What is a relic? What is a relic?
Relic is like the items from the past. Or decorations?
You can call anything a relic, but something that is very old. So here we have some of the items that are kept there. Bowls and cups, plates, a vase. Yeah. So these would hold great value, and they would show decoration of the palace. Now, would you like these vases in your house, or would it not suit your house?
I don't think it would suit the house because it's more like ancient items. I think it has to be coordinated with the decorations itself.
Ah, coordination decorations, like before with the Tonga Hall room. Have you noticed that everything in that room, like this one, has a place? It matches, like we do in our own home. Yeah. Now, for us, we have our house. We like certain things, but things must have a place.
Yes.
And color coordination. Yeah, as you can see, this room, we've got nice wooding, white, prominent red chair, and the rest is all neutral colors. Yeah.
If you put those cups and pots here, it fits it, right? But like the modern decoration style, if we put the items there, it looks very stand out.
Well, yes, if we suddenly put a big TV here, it would not suit that room because that room is set for 1936. Now, the style, the decor is of that time period. So, what they did was turn it back to the way it originally was. Yeah, some things may have changed. We know the carpet can be made, but it's gone back to original design of the way it was. Has anybody been to the Puppet Museum?
I have been there, but not inside of it. I went to the court for racing a horse.
You went to the horse bit?
Yeah, but I have seen it from outside of the building, but I never been. I've been inside of one of the hall. Yeah, it's just like this. It's very ancient, and the colors, tone, basically pretty much with the one that on the picture.
Okay, so you've been to the place, but not inside it. Now, as you've been there, would you think it's one of the 3 major palaces in China? Would you think that?
I think that maybe we call this as the one of the 3 palace sites in China. This is not because that how big it is compared with the one that in Beijing. This one is quite small because I think you went to the Beijing ones, right?
Yes, I've been to Beijing.
That one was very like enormous, huge. But this one is not that big. But the historical meaning makes it the one of the 3 palace sites in China.
Now, its historical meaning, do you mean by the fact that it was the last palace?
Yes, the last one.
So the end of your history as having an emperor
Yes.
would be this museum.
Yes.
And then things moved on and changed. But yes, this was the last place of your emperor. So maybe it is worth going to have a visit. I have, like yourself, been there but never been inside. But I like history, so maybe I will find time to go.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
No, thank you.
You're welcome.